Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of ExcaliburCCGTV. We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. I am Chris, this is Randy, this is Buzz, and we come together every week to talk to you about the great comics hitting the shelf. We are talking about the comics that will definitely be on the shelf for December 17th, 2014. And always, guys, as always, this is a longer episode, so if you don't have time to sit and watch the video, you can go click the link in the description below, go to our website, and download the MP3 and listen to it on the go. Before we dive into our storylines here, Randy has an announcement to make.
Yeah, special announcement for the end of the episode. Ladies, keep listening.
Ladies, keep listening.
Also, breaking news, Moon Knight with issue 13, the new writer is Colin Bunn.
What?
I knew they hadn't seen this.
What? When was that?
You want to hear it? It broke today. It broke the internet for like 2 seconds, and that's happening. So, on to what we usually do.
This is a discussion point now. We'll save that for later. We'll save that because that will come up later. So here we go. Let's go ahead and dive into the storylines. Randy, you want to start us off?
Yeah, we have Robin Rises continuing here, almost ending, because Batman and Robin number 37 deals with Batman vs. Darkseid. This is Batman's chance to possibly bring Damien Wayne back from the dead. Is he going to do it? Future covers show me that it probably happens.
Is she the one cover with the Damien having the car crashing it, like the classic Action Comics #1 cover?
Yeah, that there's something more to him since he's been raised from the dead.
Exactly. So, moving on to some Marvel stuff, we have some Axis tie-ins and events, starting with Avengers and X-Men Axis #8. Act 3, New World Disorder. Looks like the Battle Royale is still continuing with this issue, and we're still looking at the Astonishing Avengers versus the Uncanny X-Men for the fate of New York. If you've been reading this main storyline, tell us below. I want to know what you've been thinking of this huge Axis event. Buzz, what's next for you?
Hobgoblin #3, another Axis event. This is the final issue of the miniseries. Alright, it's Knight to Kingsley as Phil Urich makes his final move to get rid of the original Hobgoblin. But can Kingsley stick to his new altruistic persona, or will he resort to his old wicked ways to reign supreme?
Cool.
The answer can be found in this issue, but also the name of his book here got me. I'm going to have to read this here. How I Learned to Stick My Altruistic Persona but Lost Millions by Revealing the Outcome in the Title of My Book.
You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like someone found out what the word altruistic means, and so they wanted to use it about as many times as they could.
Yeah, I was about to
It's
not a word I use every day.
Not with you, but with the people.
Right. Because I've never said that word before in my life.
I think I may have said it before in reading something else, and that was it.
Right.
You know, I mean, seriously. Moving on, Axis Revolutions #4. The last issue of this miniseries with information so secret it's classified and confidential. That's all I got for you. It's coming out this week. We had a little mix-up, but you know, this is the last issue of Classified, so those of you reading it, enjoy.
Correction, we did not have a mix-up. Marvel has a mix-up in wanting to re-solicit the same information for something there. It's not the first time. They've done it throughout the original Sin as well.
They sure did.
Last up with the Axis conclusions here, hopefully the conclusions, is Inhuman #10. This is where Medusa has been hit by this whole Axis inversion thing. And we're taking a look at how drastically different her reign is with the Inhumans, and also we're trying to figure out who the Intellects Corporation is. Apparently they really love using the word corporation now with all the big bad guys. You know, that's one of the things, sticking it to big business. You know, Roxon Corporation, and, you know, they have them all over the place.
They do. And hey, I don't know if you guys, I'm not going to spoil anything, but recent episodes of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have been very, very interesting. So, don't spoil it.
That hard to believe.
It really has. It's gotten better. It really has.
Stupid Newsarama wants to post a picture And anybody that reads comics that looks at the picture, they don't say anything. But if you just see the picture, you know exactly what it is. So a big F you to Newsarama. I'm not happy about that.
No, he does not like to be spoiled like that. And I don't blame him or anybody.
If it's a year away, okay, I understand. But I'm playing catch up here.
Yeah, exactly. Buzz, what's next for you, bro?
Godhead, Act 3, Part 3. Yep. Green Lantern, New Guardians, number 37. Alright, the clock is ticking for the Rainbow Lanterns to stop the takeover of the universe by the new gods. But their ranks are rapidly thinning, and the greatest hope is out of commission. That would be Kyle Rayner, the White Lantern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that's who that is, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hope comes in many forms, though, and Saint Walker, erstwhile members of the Blue Lanterns, the best lanterns of all, will make a discovery that will prove pivotal to the fate of all.
Hey, speaking of this, the writer Justin Jordan is only going to be on this issue for a few more issues.
Right.
There's a new writer coming on board. I don't know who it is, but he's supposed to be with Justin's supposed to be with the series through 40 or 41.
Right. But that's it. That is nothing that's like controversy. It was just he's told his story and he's for quite a while.
Thankfully.
So yeah.
Now he can devote all this time to Spread, which is an awesome book.
Spread and whatever his book is that's coming out from Avatar.
Oh yeah, he is doing that one.
Have we had Hal Jordan lose an arm yet? Possibly.
That was Thor.
No, they had at the beginning of Godhead they teased something
did.
with all the lanterns bloodied and him possibly missing an arm.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. I remember you talking about it though, but I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Moving on to Spider-Verse, Randy.
First issue.
It was.
Spider-Verse. We just have tie-ins with Spider-Verse this week. Spider-Woman number 2 is one of the tie-ins in this. Spider-Woman and Silk have been separated from each other. This leaves Silk to tackle her suicide mission alone. Meanwhile, Spider-Woman is trying to survive her dangerous undercover mission in the most dangerous place in the multiverse. They're not even saying Spider-Verse, they're saying multiverse.
You know where that is?
Where is that?
The home of the inheritors, or whatever they're called. Not the inheritors, is that what they're called? The hunters, yeah. The people that are hunting them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Peter Parker mentioned that he has the perfect person to spy on him.
Interesting.
Double agent.
Also in Spider-Verse, Scarlet Spiders number 2 comes out this week. 2 of 3. Spider-Verse marches on as the Scarlet Spiders find themselves even deeper in Gen X's twisted realm. This is like a world that it's like a clone world, basically. They just...
So they fit right in.
Right, exactly. But what friends or foes will be waiting for them? They ran into one of their foes in the first issue, and he turned them over like right away, which was Tony Stark. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. They may not survive the experience. It says.
Yeehaw. Yeah. Guys, last up, Multiversity Thunderworld comes out this week. 1.4, whatever numbering you want. Grant Morrison and Cameron Stewart. These guys have worked together before.
Yeah.
On Sea Guy. That was it, right? Have they worked anything else? I can't remember.
I think there was something else there. They did a run on Batman and Robin.
That's right. They did some of that work together. Now they're teaming up here for a look at Earth 5, also known as Thunderworld. This takes a look at the Marvel family. Captain Marvel and the Marvel family, as well as the Mr. Mind attacking them with the Monster Society of Evil. And this attack takes place on the Rock of Eternity, the source of the Marvel family's power. You'll take a look at that with this issue right here. If you're a fan of Shazam, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, all the Marvel kids and family and all that, this is your issue to pick up. This is all that this is about.
Remember,
yes,
in Thunderworld, 1 man enter, or 2 men enter,
1 man
leaves.
Awesome. And that's it for our storylines for this week. Want to do it now or later?
Let's do
it now. Randy, go ahead with our question of the week, please.
We're still going on with our Christmas-themed questions. And our question of the week this week focuses on the carols or the songs. What are your favorite songs during Christmas time?
Cool.
For me, I've got a new one that I'm really digging and really loving, and it's from The Killers. Every year they put out a special Christmas song for the this organization called Red. And this Christmas song this year is called Joel, the Lump of Coal. If you have not heard that song, it is amazing.
Okay.
It's cute, it's funny, and it's just the killer. So it's awesome with that. But no, for me, Natalie Merchant's version of "Children Go Where I Send Thee" is an amazing song.
Yes.
I love Bing Crosby's "White Christmas," and then when Bing and David Bowie sing the Little Drummer Boy / Peace on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
That is an awesome song. So
Yeah.
I like kind of the non-traditional Christmas songs.
All right, cool. Buzz, what's for you, bro?
I'm going to go with Straight No Chaser. They're an a cappella group. They've got a song called 12 Days of Christmas. If you have not heard this song, go listen to it now. It is so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just straight up 12 Days of Christmas. It's all over the place.
Okay.
But also X-Christmas, it's an album. There's a band on there called Cutlass. They do a cover of Mary Did You Know? Awesome song. Family Force 5 Christmas Pageant, just the whole album's awesome. And Midnight Clear, it's a heavy metal Christmas carol album. And just a band on there, Fit for a King, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Very cool.
Out of curiosity, have you gotten to hear? I haven't. Christopher Lee's heavy metal Christmas song.
I've heard some of his stuff before, but I haven't heard his Christmas song.
We're talking about. He wasn't Palpatine. Who was he?
He was in Lord of the Rings.
It's a Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. He was Sauron.
Right.
Saruman, but he was also in the General.
Right.
Not
Grievous.
Grievous, or he was one of the guys in the awful Star Wars films.
He has a heavy metal Christmas song?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Dude's like, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. For me, a couple of my favorites, and I might mention an album or two, is one of my favorites is Mary Did You Know? I've heard so many versions. Pentatonics just did a recent version of that, and it made me fall in love with it all over again.
I don't know this song.
Mary Did You Know? Look up.
Did you know?
I'm getting like the Tommy, can you hear me? Stuck in my head. The theme.
You probably heard an old person sing it in church before.
You probably heard it.
I know all of him, but that one just isn't.
But it was originally written by Mark Lowry, and I've loved hearing him and others do versions of it. Pentatonics just did one for this holiday season. It's awesome. Look it up on YouTube. Another one that I like. I'm not sure if I know the song, but I think the song is called. Is it Ode to the Bells?
Whatever. Yeah,
I like that one. That's one of my favorites. And I got to sing that in chorus when I was in high school and stuff, and that was awesome. That was just an awesome song to be able to sing. I've always loved it. And then a couple of my favorite Christmas albums. One was by a Christian group years ago called For Him, the number 4, H-I-M. They had a great album of all kinds of great songs on there. Especially one song called Strange Way to Save the World. That was a beautiful, beautiful song. If you get a chance, listen to that. And New Song, another group called New Song, they had a great one out a couple years ago called Christmas Shoes, which is a song that got way overdone, way overplayed. They made a movie out of it, a TV movie with Rob Lowe and all that jazz. But they had some other
Skinny Arm Rob Lowe?
It was Skinny Arm Rob Lowe. But that's another great album right there. So,
also, any Burl Ives, you know, Silver and Gold. I love that from the
Nat King Cole too. Pretty much.
Yeah, Nat King Cole is also really good. So yeah, any Christmas songs that you can go. I have to say, my brothers. This is a strange one here. My brother's favorite Christmas song. I think both of them. They love "Good King Wenceslas." Like one of the toughest songs to sing. They love that song.
I didn't know there were words to it.
Yeah. I'll get them to sing it for you.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Tell us below, guys. Tell us your favorite Christmas songs in the comments below. We want to hear. We could probably keep going on and on, but we're going to cut it off there. So you can tell us about yours. Feel free to share. And hey, and if you can find any links to any videos to the songs on YouTube, please share those below as well. Let us experience it with you. That would be awesome. Because I really want to check out this Straight No Chaser song, man. So
I
gotta
want you to click it now to listen. Are you? We'll listen to it together.
We'll listen to it together. We're jamming. Moving on to new number ones. Buzz, what is up for you, sir?
Rumble. Alright, stop me if you've heard this one. Scarecrow walks into a bar and proceeds to wreak havoc across 2 worlds. All right, bartender said, no, I'm just kidding. All right, after a long absence, Scarecrow Warrior God is back and very unhappy.
Very unhappy.
Bad news for his old enemies, yes, but worse for everybody else. A modern-day action-adventure fantasy thriller where rundown dive bars, undead kitty cats, psycho skinheads, and giant mummies. I think I saw this episode on WCW back in the wrestling. Yeah. But they all play a part, and it's, this is Randy's favorite. Do you want to do this part, Randy? No? Okay. Randy is so ready for this. It's Louis C.K. meets Robert E. Howard in a David Fincher universe.
Come on!
What does that even mean?
I don't even know who some of these people are.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Randy, what's up for you, bro?
We've got Squarriors #1 finally hitting the shelves here. Squarriors, this is about these 4 squirrels that were left in the sewer and had this radio mutagenic ooze that covered them, and that...
No, that's Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I was wanting to see how far I could go before.
I was about to say, really? Really? Are they really going there?
No, Squarriors is awesome. This is an epic story of warring animals in a post-human world.
Post-human world.
Yeah, this is a story.
Sounds
It focuses on the small tribe called the Tinkin and their struggle to build a life while they're battling their hostile neighbors, the Maw tribe. Cool. So it sounds interesting. It looks really pretty, and it's one of those things that if you like Mice Templar or Mouse Guard, this is something that might be right up your alley.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's it for the new #1s. There just wasn't. I don't know. Things just seem to slow down a bit here in December so far. So
a lot of storylines.
Yeah.
Everything was like helter-skelter crazy in November,
and then January's going to be huge.
Yeah.
You know,
like
so
8 or 10 of them.
So anyway, that's the new #1s for this week hitting the shelf, folks. If you're getting these new #1s, tell us below. I want to, especially Squarriors. Tell us what you think about that, because I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now we're moving on to our favorites. These are the comics that are at the top of our stack. Every week, we usually read these comics first. But before we do that, we're going to tell you about our favorite from last week. Buzz, last week, what was your favorite?
Avengers World. I wrote a little essay about this issue. I'm going to read to y'all real quick, okay?
Make it quick.
Doom and his Avengers go after the Scarlet Witch, but what for? What is the underlying scheme for Doom? The answer may surprise you. Cassie Lang fought tooth and nail to bring her father Scott Lang back to life. She succeeded, but in true tragic Shakespearean fashion, Cassie dies at the hands of Doom soon after her father's return. Yay! Alright, in all the chaos of Axis, Doom contemplates his greatest act of villainy, killing Cassie Lang. So in temporarily capturing the Scarlet Witch, he steals a fraction of power from her. He uses the power to, you guessed it, bring Cassie Lang back from the dead. The end scene of the book sees Scott Lang answering the knock at his door expecting Thai food delivery man, but instead has his life rocked to the core with the return of his daughter.
Not bad.
Continued in Ant-Man #1. I read that myself.
That's very, very good, sir. Kudos, sir.
I just wish you would have read it in your movie voice.
I can't read fast enough in that book. It doesn't sound right.
That's awesome.
I sound like Batman.
That was a really good. Issue.
Yeah.
And at the end, those last 2 pages where he answers the door, that artist reminded me of Mike Waringo's art. It was someone else, Rosanus or something, but it was very
Pour one
nice.
out for you, Mike.
I know, you're like,
seriously.
it's the most unassuming issue, and you're just like, okay, and then you're like, oh my god!
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, very nice. Randy, what was yours for last week?
For me, I loved Thor #3. That was a real fun read. We got to have like this whole teaser with, are they going to tell us? Are they going to tell us? Are they going to tell us? And there was another little hint with, you know, they were so obvious saying, this must be Phrygia. No, it's not. And now they were very over the top in like, she fights like a Valkyrie. And it's not going to be a Valkyrie. But I liked it just kept the snowball down the hill with everything with this battle. And it's just, Dodderman's art is so beautiful throughout the whole book there. And, you know, Thor showing up to go like, yeah, we're going to rumble. Give me the hammer.
And if you know anything about Thor, if he doesn't have his hammer with him for an extended period of time, he reverts back to his
Right.
true
And
identity.
that's where that's
And
the
that's
teasing
where they
there, where
tease
it's
you
like
there, yeah.
you know, she starts to have like the
mask
disappear off of
yeah.
her, and then you know she's able to pry this door open just enough for the hammer to fly through, and
Really?
yeah, it was intense with that. It was one of these things like, how in the world are they going to get there? Yeah, what's going to happen?
Okay.
I just flipped through it, and it was enough for me to be like, okay, I'll give it one more try.
One more try. Very cool. For me last week, I'm gonna have to go with Southern Bastards number 6.
Oh, okay.
That
It
was
was awesome.
No love for Copperhead.
that was good, but honestly, it was, for me, Southern Bastards edged it out. That was really good. We're taking a look at Coach Boss, and it's hard to feel sympathy for such a horrible person that is this character in the book, but with this backstory that we're getting, you feel for this guy. You feel for this guy. So great work there from the creative team there. Another book you should be checking out. Let's move on to our favorites that we're looking forward to for this week. Randy, what is up for you, sir?
First up for me is Wicked and Vine number 6. Why do I love this book? This is a book that it's not just like shock value for you. It's building this in-depth story, and we have at the end of the first story arc there, Lucy is no more, and it appears that Laura now might be something more than what she ever thought that she could be or was. This is the beginning, first issue. You can go out and get the first story arc or first trade. This is the beginning of the second story arc. What happens next is really anybody's guess, but just the layers that they have built in this book are awesome.
Very cool. Buzz, for you?
A parent's worst nightmare. A beloved child is lost in the woods. Behind the trees lurk horrors, and brush conceals atrocity.
Atrocity!
No matter how desperate the search, understand that your prayers will fall on deaf ears. There is no escape from the witches. Number 3.
Number 3. Nice. Way to go, bro. Speaking of Moon Knight number 10. Moon Knight has to break into the United Nations building with this issue. I've been really digging. That's why I was so surprised. I thought Wood was on for a long haul, not just a story arc.
After last issue, especially, it was like, yay!
That was
So my question is, who is the Moon Knight that's breaking into the United Nations?
Yeah, so will they even tell us? I don't know. I'm just flabbergasted now. But now I want to read Moon Knight number 10. I want to find out what's going on. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Randy?
Yeah. We have Miss Marvel number 10 coming out this week, and this is where there's Kamala teaming up with some surprise heroes here to take on the Inventor. This time she may have kind of bitten off a little more than she can chew. We'll see. And just a little tip there going with Marvel. Captain Marvel number 10 comes out, and this is a celebration of Carol's 100th solo issue.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kudos to Captain Marvel. Buzz, what's next for you, bro?
Let's go with Fantastic Four, number 14.
Cool.
Alright, the team begins their hunt for Reed Richards. He's, and the all-new invaders seek the children that were kidnapped from the Future Foundation. Alright, meanwhile, the villain who captured Reed is revealing his motives like villains do. You know, they're sitting there telling their diabolical plan. But anyway, but his motives reach far back into Reed and Sue's past, so we'll see what has his connection to them. And Valeria comes back to America, but whose side is she on?
Okay.
She's been in Laverdia with Dr. Latveria.
Latveria, sure. I like that team up. I like Valeria with Doom.
Yeah.
And after reading the Avengers World, I want this to happen.
The 3 or 4 year old Valeria?
No, she's older.
No, she's not.
She's got to be older in reality.
She's not. She's just like super genius.
She's got Xavier's brain.
Yeah, but she looks like a young person, like 11 or 12.
No, unless they've somehow aged her beyond that, she's not.
Yeah, I mean,
that was just that robot suit she was in.
I don't know. She is super smart, of course, but
my 3-year-old doesn't sound like that.
Well,
I know,
yeah, your 3-year-old's not like father, is Reed Richards.
Hey, what are you saying?
I'm saying like Mayor McCheese there trying to hands.
Mayor McCheese?
Hey, I'll strangle you with these little hands. Got these hands.
I'm going to share this one with you. Another one I'm looking forward to this week is Batman number 37. Endgame Part 3. We got to see the Joker is back with a new face, new identity, new everything. It's still doing what he does though, which is not new. Attacking Batman and Bruce Wayne. Well, attacking Batman. But I am looking forward to it.
And he was right under Batman's nose.
The entire time he was
Batman
right
did
there.
not have a clue.
They set that piece in motion like a year and a half ago or so.
Was he Vicky Bell?
No, he was not.
He was-
But good guess,
he
sir.
was
Very
Damien.
good guess. He was Damien. That's awesome. That's it for our favorites for this week, folks.
Real quickly, The Kitchen number 2 is coming out.
Oh,
I love the
thank you.
first issue of this. It was my favorite of the week when that came out. And this time we have to see the girls are in it deep. They have a sleazy hustler that's trying to blackmail them, and it's possibly going to threaten to bring down their whole empire. So now we're going to ask, how far are they going to go to keep this going on?
Very cool. Very cool. There's the last one.
Yeah.
There we go. You said you had 3, not 4.
Well, I know. Captain Marvel was just a nod. That's why I just went meep, meep, to throw Captain Marvel in there.
But anyways, guys, tons of great stuff. And you should be checking out The Kitchen as well. But that's it for this week, folks. Thanks for watching.
And my
Go ahead.
special announcement.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
That's right. As you can see here, there are 3 guys that sit here and talk about comics all the time. And we have a huge growing population of female comic readers that come into our comic shop here. So if you watch the video here and you're interested, if you're brave enough to come in and be on camera and talk about comics, or if you're brave enough to sit with 2 of these guys while you talk about comics, you can take the place of Buzz or myself for a video or for an episode here to talk about comics.
Sure.
So we
Yes.
want to see kind of the female perspective of some of these comics that you're reading. What you like about the comics, what you like about the comic industry, maybe a little bit of what might need to be changed.
Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. If you want to do that, contact us. Randy's here in the shop every day, pretty much. And you can contact us here on the video as well, or on our Facebook page. Let us know. We'd like to work something out.
Yeah, I think you have to keep him because he keeps the film rolling here.
Speaking of rolling, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. We really, really appreciate it. We are firmly entrenched above 500 subscribers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's thanks to you. And guys, we are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games in Shreveport, Louisiana, and in Texarkana, Texas. Find out what's going on with us at our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. The links below will have, the description below will have links to our Twitter account and our Facebook page. Click on those, like those, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. Be safe this holiday season. Until next time, take care, read great comics, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.